Yo, 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 what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is, what is it? It is 6 minutes past 9 p.m. right now on the 8th of August, 2022 right now. I'm in London, England right now. We're about to start movie night right now. Should I have this a little bit more over this side right now? Or does it even matter right now? But yeah, it is Fear Street for movie night tonight. Fear Street Part 1, 1994. This is a 2021 movie. It is rated 18. Yo, what up, Sam? Good evening to you. Or is it going to be a good evening? It's Fear Street tonight, so maybe it's going to be a bad evening. But yeah, Fear Street Part 1, 1994. This came out last year. It is rated 18. It is an hour and 47 minutes long. So I guess on the not a long movie, but on the longer side of the movies that we do on movie night. So we'll try and start that in a little while. But how you doing, Sam? How's everybody doing? Who's in the chat right now? Sam's in the chat. Big up for the like. It is Monday today. How's your Monday been? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream for Fear Street Part 1, 1994. There's 3 of these movies. I did hear sometime, I'm sure I heard sometime they're making a 4th, or they're planning a 4th one. I know they released 3 of them last year, or I guess sometime. I haven't seen any of them. They did look quite interesting. I heard some good things about them, but I just never got around to watching them myself until now. Until now. Now is the time I shall be watching Fear Street. But I think, speaking of movies, speaking of fear, another movie came out recently that I did watch. It's called Prey. Prey as in P-R-E-Y. It's a prequel to Predator from 1980, whatever that came out, you know, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and those guys fighting the Predator in the jungle. It's a prequel to that. Well, prequel of sorts. I guess it's not a prequel in the sense that it doesn't set up that story, but it's a prequel in the sense that it's in the same universe, and it's set, you know, sort of 300 years prior to that, and it's the story of the first time one of the Predator alien people came to Earth to hunt Earthlings, which happened in 1719, and it involves a young lady of the Comanche tribe, or Comanche tribe, if I say that right. I've not been in a good headspace, but this is a new week. I'll have to look out for that. That's a shame about not being in a good headspace, but yes, as you said, it's a new week, so hopefully things start getting better, and if they don't get better, then coffee. If that might help, or maybe not. I don't know, depends what the issue is, I suppose, but hopefully whatever's put you in a bad headspace is alleviating itself, and things start falling into a better place for you. But yeah, Prey's a decent movie. It's on Disney Plus. If you still got Disney Plus, subscribe. If you still subscribe to that, it's worth checking out. Especially if you like Predator and those types of movies, I think it's worth checking out. I'm not sure I like it as much as everybody else does, though. People seem to be loving it. You know, a lot of the tweets and comments and things I've seen of it, people seem to be loving it to the max. I'm not sure it's that good, personally, but it's still pretty good. It's still worth watching. But yeah, it does seem to be getting a lot of praise right now, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I enjoyed it too, but really, I don't know, man. I don't know, but hey, apparently that's just me. Apparently that's just me. What was I going to check, actually? I was going to check, I wanted to check something. Totally forgot what I wanted to check. Totally forgot what I wanted to check. It was something to do with, yo, what up, Brax? Mr. Spivvy and a place to bivvy. How's your day going? How's your day been? What up, Al? Alan Evans in the place to Bevans. Okay, I didn't get a rhyme there, but still. Big up for coming through, AE. Oh, here we go. AE in the place to be. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. How's your day going? How's your day been? We're about to start watching Fear Street Part 1, 1984. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. Fear Street Part 4, apparently, I heard about. So let's see. I heard there's going to be a Fear Street Part 4. Okay, so as of now, there is no official confirmation of a Fear Street Part 4. And that's as of the 1st of April. Well, that's April's Fool's Day, come to think of it. So maybe get one that has a better date. But it doesn't seem to be any official things that I can see. There's a lot of rumors, but no, nothing official by the looks of it. So possibly there could be a Fear Street Part 4, but yeah, nothing actually confirmed by the looks of it. It's cool so far. Awesome. Hopefully it stays cool. The anniversary of and sort of family dog had to be my mom's not part of the family, so yeah, it's being I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry, Sam. That's tough. That's tough, yeah. Yeah, with pets, they can very much be a part of the family in a lot of cases. I used to work in a place where it was a pet insurance company, and I was in the customer service section, so I ended up speaking to a lot of people who'd call in, you know, when their pets are passed, and yeah, you really get a sense of how it impacts people a lot. So you know, I know sometimes people say things like, it's just a dog, it's just a cat, but yeah, it's not just a dog, it's not just a cat, not just a rabbit, you know, that's part of the family. And having the same sort of time as the anniversary of your pop. Yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry, Sam. Apparently it's not a rumor about Olivia Newton-John. I just saw it on my news screen. But yeah, not a rumor. It looks like it did actually happen. There's a new Beavis and Butthead movie out. I've not watched it yet. It's over on Paramount Plus. But I'm waiting just a little while before I sign up to Paramount Plus because I want to watch all their Halo series on that. So if I could wait till all Halo episodes are out, and I can binge watch them, and that way I don't have to pay for it. I'm trying to be cheap with it, really. But I'm trying to be cheap with it. Watch all the Halos, then watch Beavis and Butthead. And then yeah, just let it go because I don't think I want to keep paying for Paramount Plus. So that being said, it does seem to have a lot of decent movies and shows on it. So I don't know if I want to keep paying for it, but I guess I wouldn't be too mad if I did. And the man who did the role of Bert in the two Return of the Living Dead films passed away last week too. Rest in peace to Bert. I heard about it in a gamer stream. Yeah, I just saw it pop up on my news feed just about as I was getting ready to come online, actually. So yeah, not a rumor, it seems. She was in yeah, it's on it's on Sky News as well, The Guardian. Yeah, it's not a rumor. It is official. 73 years old. Olivia Newton-John was in, well, she's in a lot of stuff, I guess, but Grease was probably the thing I think most people know her from. with John Travolta, where she plays Sandy. You know, turns into bad Sandy by the end of it. You better shape up, ooh, 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 'cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. You better shape up. You better understand. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. You the one I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh. Man, that's a classic film, man. That's a classic film. I have to do that for movie night one of these days. I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen Grease. So it might be a good movie to do for movie night because we don't have to pay full attention to it if you've all seen it. Could just kind of crack jokes at all the silliness and all the things that just don't make sense no more. Since that film was made in what, 70, or released in what, 78, I think? Right about it was late 70s, I think it was released. And it was set in the 50s. So like, you know, by now there's a lot of stuff in that movie that just don't fly these days. So that could be a fun one to watch. Yeah, so on Sky News this morning that there was a house explosion in South London where a child was killed. Oh, that's a damn shame, man. Rest in peace to that kid. Julie dealing with a few health issues. Thanks, Brax. Things happen, I guess. Yeah, things do happen. Not always good things. But we're still allowed to feel it. We're still allowed to feel it. But yeah, man. I was actually just watching an interview with John Travolta. It was from like a year ago, I think. It was an interview with John Travolta. Was talking about the old days of Hollywood and his early sort of career during like the 80s and back when he was like one of the big stars at the time. And pretty interesting interviews with Kevin Hart. Did you know there was a Grease 2, by the way? I don't know how many people knew this, but there was a Grease 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer. And I don't think it did anywhere near as well as Grease. But yeah, there was a Grease 2 made. Michelle Pfeiffer was in it. I don't think it's fair to, she stars in it, but I don't think it's fair to say that's the film that launched her career. I'm not sure that's the film that launched her career. It maybe, if anything, might have hindered her a little bit, but she did alright in the end, I suppose. But yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is in Grease 2. The thing about Grease 2 is that's not that bad. From what I remember, it's a decent film. It was 1982. Yeah, there we go. It was a decent film. I guess it just came at the wrong time for people because I think sometimes when sequels are made, especially when they don't have the original cast, it could be a tough sell. And you know, you got to feel, I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer, I guess she wasn't super famous at the time, or maybe somebody knew her, I don't know. But I don't think she was like the big star at the time. So it's a tough sell when you don't have your original cast. You're working with somebody who's kind of... Actually, how was Michelle Pfeiffer doing in 83? Let's see real quick. I mean, she had a few films under her belt, I guess, at that point. Had a few films, but I don't think she had any starring roles just yet. So yeah, she would have been, I guess, a little bit known, but not necessarily big time known. And yeah, Scarface 83 as Elvira. Elvira's a vampire's name, by the way. Was it a vampire or a witch? Elvira. I think it was a witch. Elvira was a witch, not a vampire. But yeah, man. It's a tough sell, I think. It's a tough sell for Grease 2, but it weren't too bad, as I remember. It weren't too bad. Yeah, none of these least you knew your papa's America South. What's this? Grandpa. I never had the chance to know mine, but I had my granny. And love your pets. Uncle passed just before I went away. Also, it's been a weird time recently. Rest in peace to Uncle. Didn't check who the young chick was in that movie. Was surprised to that was Michelle. Yeah, that was Michelle. Michelle Pfeiffer way back in 1982 or 81. I mean, they would have filmed that, I imagine, in 81, then released in 8. It doesn't really matter. Way back in the early 80s. But yeah, I don't think that film helped her career too much. But that being said, yeah, I think she done alright in the end. I think Michelle Pfeiffer did okay. Like, she did Scarface, and she's actually in a film called Dangerous Minds, which was released in the 90s. Excellent film. If you've not seen Dangerous Minds, it's a superb film. It's actually the film that Coolio did the song Gangsta's Paradise for. But yeah, great film. If you've not seen Dangerous Minds, it's definitely worth seeing. It's a hard watch. It's a hard watch, but yeah, worth it. Did anybody watch Prey, the new Predator prequel movie on Disney Plus or Hulu, depending on which part of the world you're in? Got Dangerous Minds on DVD. Yeah, great film, man. Great film. I remember watching it, like, not when it came out, but maybe a few years after it came out, and yeah, I was just like, oof. Nobody else has seen Prey yet. Okay, nobody's seen Prey yet. Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of want you guys to watch it because I'd be interested to know what you think of it. Because I know what I think of it. But the comments that I've seen on it are kind of interesting to me, because it's kind of like I agree and disagree with a lot of comments at the same time. So I'll be interested to see what you guys think if you do finally get to see it. Catwoman, yeah, and the Batman. Was it Batman 2? Batman Returns, rather. Gotta check out Dangerous Minds. I've seen a clip, I think. Oh, definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching. Granddad died 4 years ago, but a lot of other stuff happened at the same time. So instead of dealing with the grief, I had to focus on other stuff. It had to come out sometimes. This week it did. You know what? I need everyone in the chat to send Sam a heart. If you don't mind, I think we need a few hearts in the chat for Sam. Cause yeah, it's when it hits you, it might not always hit right away, but when it hits you, yeah. I think any of us who has lost somebody close to us, you kind of know that feeling where it's like, it doesn't always hit right away, it doesn't always register right away. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to crank. Okay. Well, we appreciate you, Sam. I don't want to say I know what you're going through because it's different for everybody, but I can understand what you're going through. I think well, yeah. I never knew my granddad on my mom's side because she never knew him, and my dad's dad also in 87. They both would have been in their hundreds now. Oh. Yeah, I don't know my grandparents at all, actually. Grandparents on my dad's side died. I mean, not before I was born, but maybe when I was like real young anyway, like 4 or 5, I think, around about then. Well, my granddad died, I think, about when I was young, and my grandma on my dad's side died before I was born. And then my grandparents, my mum's side, we just never really knew them because, you know, they lived in Nigeria. So, you know, we haven't really seen them like that. But I did meet them once, like years ago. But, I mean, by that point, it's just not much of a meeting, right? Because you don't, it's not, yeah. They don't really speak English too well. And it's like, I don't speak Yoruba. So, it wasn't really much of a meeting. But, yeah, they since passed. Was my best friend 3 years ago, and my friend's dad passed away just last week. Rest in peace. And to the countless unnamed. Some of my other older siblings knew my dad's dad though, as well. I was a year older. I was only 5 years old when my nan passed away, so I didn't know her very well. Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, it's gonna be awkward starting this movie now. But nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's like these are things that we gotta talk about sometimes. So we're just talking about people close to us passing away. Now we're about to watch a movie where a whole bunch of people get slaughtered. So well, I mean, probably not the weirdest thing we've done on these live streams, I guess, to be fair. I think we've done stranger things than that, but actually, I don't know if a whole bunch of people get slaughtered in this movie. I've not seen it. I'm just kind of assuming they do because it's a horror movie called Fear Street, so I'd have to assume a whole bunch of people get slaughtered in this film. So that makes me sad. I didn't have a relationship with my dad's side, but my grandparents and my mom's side I was super close to. I don't remember much from my childhood because, you know, stuff happened. We usually talk about business stuff. Well, indeed. So yeah, my granny on my mom's side, cussing out people and roasting them and shit. Okay, was that like for fun or like? But yeah, like when you're young, I mean, I guess it's. I mean, you're a kid, you don't even think about that sort of stuff. Really, it's like you just hear about it, but you don't necessarily understand what's going on because you don't really have a mentally gather on that sort of thing. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, as you get older, you kind of realize it a bit more. So if I do remember with my nana and granddad. Yeah, hold on to those happy memories. As long as possible, hold on to those happy memories. Could help you get through some stuff. Alright, so awkward transition and all. If you've got Netflix, then yeah, make sure the movie's on 0. We'll start the movie in just a moment. If you don't have Netflix, it's all good. Still watch along and have some fun. You know, she's watching. This is fun, Death. Just what I need. Okay, fair enough. Awesome. Awesome. Let's get a movie set up just a moment. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, give. Okay, so it's just custom. I see. I see ya. All right. For anybody just joining, the stream, we're about to do movie night. We're about to watch Fear Street Part 1 on Netflix. If you have Netflix, get it ready on 0. Start the movie in a moment or two. How I deal with what's the slasher? Hey, you know what? We all deal with death in different ways. You know, some people deal with it by you know, spending time with their family. Some people deal with it by maybe going out to a movie. Some people deal with it by just sitting alone. You know, some people do it by making jokes. I've seen that. So dealing with it by watching slasher movies ain't no problem with me. Ain't no problem with me. Oh, sorry, got it on 0. Awesome. All right. I've not seen this film. I've heard it's good from a few different people. Hopefully it is, or at the very least, it's got some good kills in it. And my other granny looked like a Native American woman, since there were 2 Native Indian tribes on that side. Okay, well, she related to the a Native American tribe, native tribe. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get this movie started. So let me switch over to this screen. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, play. So in 3, 2, 1, play. I haven't seen it either, so this is the first time for me too. Awesome. Well, actually, I don't know if that's awesome, but wait, we'll go here. Oh, I know this girl. I've seen her in oh, the show about the autistic boy. What's it called? But that's her. She played the older sister, or the younger sister, rather. What am I talking about? No, that's not her. She's in Stranger Things. That's where I've seen her before. That's the girl in Stranger Things. Not the girl. No, I'm sorry. I'm mixing them up. I've done it all. Spent time with family. Cried. Talked. Being alone. Now it's slasher time. Awesome. So you've been through all the stages. It's time with the family, time alone. Let the feelings out. And now it's time for blood. Or at least, hopefully, blood. We'll see. Raw. You know what? The buffering is real. Oh, snap. Is it buffering for everybody? Deflating, you know. Okay. It's fine here. Okay. Al or anybody else, is it buffering on your side? Stephen King. Jackie Collins. Was that Beavis and Butthead? I think I saw Beavis and Butthead, you know. Not for me, I'm watching it on my TV. Okay. He'll quit in a few though. Ah, okay, cool. Hopefully that sorts itself out. This is a classic horror movie thing though, isn't it? One sec, let me just what I just do? Snap, what the hell? Oh, did they? I didn't see. Oh no, she didn't get. Look, I thought she got stabbed. I don't think she did. No, so I just reported them. So making me miss the movie. These spammers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's a classic horror thing that they do, where the kind of suspense, the girl alone in a space, and all that kind of stuff. It's been done so many times before, but can't lie, man, it is pretty effective. Oof. Yeah, so there's a Blackfoot and Crow tribe on that side, and was told on Thanksgiving Day 2010. My mum's side, my third great grandmother was a Native American. Okay. So you have roots to connections to okay, cool. Native tribes. Oh, there you go. Fight back. Ay, no, you gotta. Ghostface got Stranger Things. That's so sad, man. After all she went through in Stranger Things, she gets killed in 1994. That sucks. Oh, oh, oh. Why did Ryan do... Well, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Man. Ryan, the arsehole. To the spat, but can run his Johnson. Who and whatever the fuck he wants, because he don't do it here in the US or UK. Nah, so good. They're easily blocked. Need to spam to find a girl he can imprison them all by himself. Well, seemingly so. 9 years for, what was it, vape pipe or something? I don't know what the deltas are, but that girl got 9 years for something minor. It's so good now. Awesome. That's what kind of reminds me of Scream. Scream did a similar thing with The House. I think it was the first Scream with Drew Barrymore. But yeah, that was in a house rather than a mall. But yeah, it's a similar kind of thing, isn't it? Like, girl alone. It's been done plenty of times before, but if it works, man. Always sad when a girl who shows fighting spirit has to die. I mean, it's a girl that went against Vecna just to get killed in by a Scream ripoff, by a Ghostface ripoff. In fact, when was Ghostface actually? Scream was in '96, wasn't it? I think the first Scream was '96, and this is 1994. So this is actually before Scream, technically. Technically. Oh. Dear Sam, I hate you. Fair enough. Don't scribble it out. I wish we never met. Go with the first one. Just learned of two recently new foreign movies, The Tunnel from Norway and The Tunnel from South Korea. I'm gonna add them to my list. The trailers look good. Both called Tunnel, just from different parts of the world. Scream will always have the best opening scene. My mind can't be changed. Let's see a Beastie Boys poster. Check your head. I've got an album on CD. Scream has the best opening scene. Are we talking just horror or films in general? Just like the Milkman. Wait, this is 1994. I'm not sure they would have had the thing where it tells you another person's typing a message in 1994. Or would they? I don't know. I'm not sure they would have. The witch came back for revenge again. Seraphia possessed another shady cider. Them big ass monitors, I remember those. Media won't talk about it. Oh, this guy. I like this guy already. Yeah, was told that I do. I'm curious about doing that ancestry DNA test. Learn about my roots. The one-handed witch, Seraphia. Or fire or fear. So they reckon a one-handed witch has possessed somebody. Well. From the general, I don't think opening scene and me gripped as much as Scream did. Okay. Well, that's my question for the group right now, for the chat. We already know Sam's favorite opening in the movie. What is your favorite? So what do you think the best, most gripping, most interesting, most intriguing, whatever it may be, opening a movie has ever done? So the film was 1996. Cool, yeah. Fear. So I reckon Ryan was possessed by this witch, Seraphia. Who wrote it on the school toilets? And why is it there? Like, surely the teachers know about that. Unless it just happened. She said going postal. When was that reference coined? I don't know. That might have been after 1994. Let's not forget Drew Barrymore was the film's biggest name at the time, and to kill her off like they did was a bold and set the standards for horror since then. Yes, that is true. I think when it happened in 96, I think I remember that being a big talking point. Yeah, they killed off their biggest star right in the beginning. I don't know if they're the first movie to do it, but not many did, that's for sure. But yeah, I do remember that being a big talking point at the time. But yeah, for real though, Scream was a good opening. But if I had to pick a film that has the best opening, oh, these kids are mad. If I had to pick a film with the best opening, I'd have to go with A Touch of Evil. Oh, I know this. Yeah. Cypress Hill. Insane in the Membrane. Yeah. Insane in the Brain. Get me insane, got no brain. But yeah, Touch of Evil, old school movie. Like 19 something around 90 is old school, like 50s, 40s, 50s, something like that. It's by Orson Welles. And the opening is like this 3-minute crane shot with no cuts. And it's just incredible. Not only because of the time that it was done, but even by today's standards, something like that would take a lot to pull off. on Halloween years and years as a kid. Some older boy, white boy, doing and throwing up the phone call signed to me because I was Ghostface back then. I knew it was from a movie but didn't know which. Seen 2 or 3 Hellraiser films a few months ago this year, but I wasn't really feeling them. Hellraiser I've seen, it was a long time ago. To be honest, I don't remember a whole lot from those movies. I think I only saw the first one actually. But it's been such a long time and I don't remember, I think to say I don't remember thinking much of it. But I don't know, it could have been just the time I was watching it. By the way, speaking of 90s, you guys hear about Metallica? Metallica's latest controversy. Well, not even their latest controversy. Just something that's happened recently that involves past controversies. This is 1994. I missed that. Was being controversial. Well, apparently all of them. It's this person on TikTok. One sec. It's getting a bit tense now. Fight, 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 fight. Yeah, so this person on TikTok who apparently his whole channel is about talking about why people's favorite musicians are problematic. Took aim at Metallica. Ooh, damn. And put out a video where she dug up a whole bunch of stuff from Metallica's past where, you know, they were on stage doing like the Nazi salutes, and there was one where they were making a joke about Kurt Cobain just after he died. Apparently one of the cymbals on Hetfield's guitars is a racist hate group or something like that. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff she dug up. And I mean, some of it I've heard before. A lot of it was new to me, I didn't know about. But it's kind of like, I mean, they're talking about stuff from like 20 plus 30 years ago. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, bruh, are we really just digging up somebody's ancient history? You know what I mean? It just seems like, talk to me about something recent they did, not something from like literally lifetimes ago. Okay, we got an arse shot. Yeah, now I know I was in a Ghostface costume looking back at it, and that boy was wearing a glow in the dark Jason mask with some lavender color ninja looking costume. Yeah, shit was cool. Oh shit. Yeah, it could be like that sometimes. You just wear something you think is cool, and then later you find out it's a whole thing behind it. But they crashed. Damn. All these people want to time shoppers need to make sure their closets are clean. Hey, indeed, man. Indeed. My guess is, and I mean, I don't know this lady. I guess she's pretty popular because the videos she put out went kind of viral. That's how I know about it. But she seems to be doing it looks like she does a lot of these types of videos. So my guess is that, because I've seen this sort of thing. Oh, he's back again. I swear I blocked this person. Dude, come on, man. Damn, man, making me miss the movie. What, Sam go blind? Oh, I don't think she's fine. I don't think Sam's fine at all. But yeah, it's like, I think people who do these types of videos, as I've seen many times in the past when people put out these videos where they're always talking ill of others, at some point down the line, something comes out about them that isn't so good. Let's be careful because the metal community will go after them. I think they already have, actually. A lot of stuff in the comment section. But I think in the grand scheme of things, this isn't going to hurt Metallica. Like I said, a lot of their stuff they're talking about is from years ago. Like at a time when a lot of the people talking about it now weren't even born. Was happening before then. So yeah, I doubt it's gonna hurt Metallica's reputation. At most, it just means some of their new fans might not buy their next CD or whatever. It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, Brax, it's just that somebody on Twitter, TikTok rather, put up a video trying to talking about Metallica's past, which, I mean, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm not trying to defend the things they've done in the past, because at the end of the day, it's like, bruh, come on. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you're talking about things from over 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know, it's like, what you weren't able to do about it now? Like, it's done. It's happened. They're not still doing that stuff, so it's like, what do you want anybody to do about it? I'm not saying you're not allowed to talk about it, but like you say, if you're gonna talk a shit about people and try to make them out to be the devil, basically make sure your closet is clean. This kid's got an Iron Maiden shirt. So the newbies, they also have no loyalty. And they turn on you if they are less than perfect. Yeah, the thing is, it's like, I could all but guarantee that there is not a single band, musician, actor on this planet, especially any of them who have reached some level of, you know, big fame, that have had a completely clean career. Maybe one person, I don't know, one person out of a million might have. But pretty much, you could pick any celebrity that's been around for, let's say, 20 years or more. And at some point in their career, they've done something that now we consider to be, you know, a problem or an issue or distasteful or whatever it may be. You know, back then it was fun or whatever. Now we consider it a problem. That's just how culture changes. But to try to judge somebody on things they did in 1990 by 2022 standards and try to use that as a way of saying, oh, they're a bad person. Like you say, best make sure your closet is clean. Oh, snap. Oh, don't go out. Don't go out. Oh, my day. Why do they do this in horror movies? Don't leave the house. I don't care who you think it is. Don't leave the house. Certainly not like that way. Maybe don't leave him on the table like that, though. Accuse people of being problematic is a bit problematic in itself. Indeed. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Metallica are secret racists or not. Maybe they are. I wouldn't know. You know? All I know is that, as far as I can tell, they ain't has said no racist stuff in their songs. They ain't said no racist stuff in their interviews or in their posters or whatever. Maybe they've done some dumb things over the years. But hey, like I said, name any band or musician been around a long time that hasn't. Especially if they're around during the 80s and 90s. So yeah, I for one shall not be cancelling Metallica. Not for this anyway. Got a few Metallica foam wallpapers. Okay, gonna get them printed on some shirts. I'm still got my Metallica t-shirt. I ain't wearing it now, but you know. So he really is a lifesaver then. Racist back then. They all drank, did drugs, and was messed up. And it was the time. I'm not saying it's right, but to bring it up 30 years later because the song was played on Stranger Things is odd. I feel it. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why it did come up, because of Stranger Things. Got a insurgence of popularity, and a lot of them tend to be like the under 20s who seem to be offended over everything. Played on Stranger Things is odd. About 3 or 4.5 years ago, I saw a young guy. Oh my god, with a Slayer jean jacket and blue jeans pants. Meant to ask him where he got it from. I'm gonna find one too. You could probably get them from. I mean, you could definitely find them online, but you could probably get them from like music stores and things like that. Percocet. Percocet. You're saying sweep around your doorstep before sweeping around my. Oh, I like that. I like that. Sweep around your doorstep before you sweep around mine. Whoa. Oh, nice. I mean, it's fevering, but still, nice. Oh, oh. I guess it wasn't him. I guess it wasn't him. Look at how much though people tend to make their own, buying the logo and sewing them on. You people, Sam? What do you mean, you people? Oof, no. Oh. Eesh. Oh, was he a zombie? Especially some ninjas and brawls who's on some anti whatever type shit. It's always has to their still hand against stuff like that. Tell him. I thought you was talking to me. And I was like, well, I didn't say anything. Yeah, don't go for your own dude. That guy's not coming back. On their website, on eBay, Amazon. This has one made, which is more fun. Crystals are usually the best place to hang it. Yeah. Next one I had to do themselves. I did. Yeah, you could find like was it Redbubbles? A probably good place to go to as well. Where you could find maybe t-shirts or like patches you can buy and dude, don't face the police officer. Turn away from the police officer. She stole the keys. Go find your boyfriends. Yo, man like Jacob. How you doing today, sir? We're watching Fair Streets. Oof, damn it, man. We are about 46 minutes into it. I thought she stole the keys. So there's more than one. Oh shit! Look at that. Oh, this kid knows it all. Oh, what's going on in this place, man? I've been doing fine. Awesome. There's, you know, people who are the majority, white bands or whole bands being black. I'm doing fine. I can't wait till the end of summer. What's happening in the summer? It's been hot. Oh, that's why. Okay. It has been hot. Humid, really. Oh, coughing up blood. Oosh. Tail switching gauge. Had Howard Jones. Jake's. I'm doing good. Thanks. I'm just chilling at work right now. Watching streams while you're at work. Love to hear it. Another band too. I can't remember the name, and it's gonna bug me. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. 3 glorious days off. Oh, nice. You got anything planned for those 3 days? What kind of nursery rhyme is that, though? That is a... Well, I mean, to be fair. Yeah. Needs to be... Man, just carry control. To be honest, I'm planning on going to the cinema. Okay, what do you want to watch? Yeah, I think I might have known. Maybe, yeah. Elizabeth Burst, that goes. Skunk and Nancy, yeah. G3, I'm looking that true. I need to look. Oh, this is gonna bug me. I can picture him. Should be calling you, sir. Well, if you're the manager, that means no one can fire you, right? Well, maybe not nobody, but nobody like on site can fire you. You're a boss man there, innit? Just kind of do what you want, really. Just put your feet up, And be like, you do that, you do this, you do that, you do this. I mean, I know that's not quite what a manager does, but oh man, this guy's back. Yo, what is up with YouTube? It's a movie called Nope. Oh, okay, yeah. That looks pretty sick, actually. I mean, I haven't seen much from it, but from the little I have seen of it, it looks pretty sick. End of our link. Has anyone seen Prey? Yes, I've seen Prey. Did you watch Prey, Jakes? That's my bad. That's so good. This one's on heat. You know, I think it's just a different account with the same name. That's what I'm thinking it is. It's a different account with the same name and the same picture, whatever. But YouTube's just mad sometimes. Like, the amount of times it would block a normal message. It would block a normal message and these spammers get through. Got what you meant, bro. So, Haze, be honest, is Prey better than the original Predator? I'm going. Wait, sorry. Wow. X-Men. I would say no. I liked Prey. I know it's getting a lot of praise, a lot of high praise right now. And as much as I thought it was a good movie, great movie in parts, but overall a good movie. Yeah, I do feel like the praise it's getting feels a bit unwarranted. Like, it's good, but it's not that good, in my opinion, you know? But yeah, I mean, if you watch it, I don't want to cut out anybody's thoughts of it if you haven't seen it. So let me not say too much. Let me not say too much. Oh, this kid. This kid. I had a cool looking skull at Headring, but lost it around the last week of January 2020. I had that thing for 8 years. Oh, that's a shame, man. When you lose something that you've had for a while, especially something cool. Can I just say, Brex, you remember dates is super impressive. Maybe he's got them written down. Brex got all these dates written down. He just like pulls them from his file of facts. And the nursery rhymes, lullabies, childhood songs, and shit, as dark connotations. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. He's gonna ask you a question: do you ever get recognized when you're out and about from being on YouTube? It has happened. Not a lot of times. Like, I think it's happened. Well, once I got recognized from YouTube that I can remember, and once I got recognized from when I used to do poetry. This could be awkward. But yeah, I don't have to worry about having an entourage or anything just yet. I actually saw a content creator who I am subscribed to today on my way to work. Okay, did you say something? One thing I love about our community is we tend not to care about race, politics, etc. We're all about the music. At least that's how it used to be. Very much live and let live. Yeah, I mean, I'll say that's pretty much my experience from when I was a bit more in the metal community back in the day. For the most part, you know, it's never. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people would mention it, and there are definitely some assholes out there. But generally speaking, yeah. Nobody loves you. Ain't that kid like, well, a kid? Yeah, ain't that some shit? But yeah, I'm a stupid ass motherfucker when it comes to math. How many times the metal music is there? Loads. I mean, if you want to get into like the different subgenres, it's like thrash metal, speed metal, death metal, hair metal. I mean, to be honest, a lot of it is pretty much the same. And it's just depending on what era you're talking about. But as far as the sound goes, it's all metal. It could get real confusing real quick, but it's all metal in the end. Heavy rock. I mean, her boyfriend just started. Really could be trying to get into her ex. Purposely you're out and about. You would know it was me. But I mean, cool. I'm gonna have to be like this. If there's any advantages to being a YouTuber. I mean, sure. I guess. I mean, I'm not like famous enough to to maybe take advantage of some of those advantages, but I mean, for me, I enjoy doing it, and that's an advantage. No, I mean, how's that kid supposed to be, though? I mean, I get none of them are, like, big adults, but still, like, she is much older than him, right? You get free stuff from being... Oh, that close kind of punch did. I mean, some people do. Well, actually, not. I have once. I got a copy of a game. He's jerked off. Okay. Oh, you know this song, yeah? Wait, this wasn't 1994 though, was it? Oh, maybe it was actually. Was this song 1994? I think it might be, you know. Maybe just. You're the fire starter. Twisted Fire. But yeah, I got a free game once from a independent developer who asked me to check out the game, stream it, you know, that kind of thing. It was a game called The Impossible Game. That's the only thing I've gotten. But yeah, some other guys, some other YouTubers, I guess more, you know, famous ones get all kinds of free stuff. But still, I mean, I got a free game, so that's pretty cool. I'm good with that. Yeah, indeed, rock metal. It just gets real confusing real quick otherwise. This age, you might think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna run the other way. Nah, I don't think I'd mistake Sam for Karen. I don't think so. I still might just do this though. I'll know it's Sam. I'll just be like this. Skinheads, the real skinheads, not any other stuff. There's a skinhead group, Sharp, Skinheads Against Racial Prejudice. And occasionally you try out food products. Has any major brands contact you? No, not for that, no. One day though. One day, but nah. What up, Frozen G? Ring went with my style. So what? Oh, did that work though? Did that work? Oof. Yeah, I'm sure please. I've listened to online, so is there anything but many metal? I recently bought a Kindle. Okay, how's that working out? There's French speed, glam, pop, hip hop, symphonic opera, deaf, black and those types of metal. Tell school or temporary hip hop. Oh, I don't think this worked. I'm reading The Exorcist with Audible. Okay. I've not read that book, but that movie though. Oof. Yeah, because that doesn't sound like something I would listen to. Sure, Alan, I don't need to catch him. I'll trip him up. This is book. Pass. Must be gross and read. I love the movie till this day. Yeah, the movie is awesome. To one hip hop bold than you. Space in the movie, but the book gives you the backstory of each character. Okay, so it's just a bit more in depth. Spiritual or religious hate, information, etc. I haven't had any bands, but traditionally the Skinners listen to reggae. And the rest of it is amazing too. Oh, is she gonna do it though? My favorite rapper. It's only 99p. I got Metal is my favorite. Sorry, Brex, I thought you said they are it. Yeah, from what I know about the skinheads, the original skinheads were pretty what's the word? What's the word? It begins with a D. The buzzword these days. You know the word that all movies have to be these days. What's it called again? Oh shit. There we go. Not flipping hell. But yeah, there were that inclusive. No. Oh, look at that axe at the door. Recommend it. I can't because all my books are taking up too much space. Yeah, Kindles can come in handy, especially if you read a lot, but it's a trade-off. Oh shit! Ugh. Both Brex and I am really into Nightwish. You've seen this movie? Yes, we. Oh. Oof. So I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. Oh, what are they gonna do? Oh, all right. Let me try to keep with chat. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. All right. So excellent. We're expecting a heat wave or another one. Stay peach anti-race. I will. If not, I won't. I don't like to listen to anything that's gonna leave a sad taste in my mouth. Real, who's your favorite hip hop? MC, the heat wave expected. In the UK next week, another one. Damn, man, we just been through one. We got another one coming, mate. It's happening again. Oh, this cop knows what's going on. He's been lying the whole time. Dropping others out. Other ones out arms against stuff like that. Check my YouTube. There's black, white, Indian, in India, Malaysian, Scandinavian, etc. All background. Yeah, my favorite rappers are Nas, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Rakim, Redman, Busta Rhymes. 38 this Thursday. This Thursday, you know. And Evans is knocking on 40's doors. Yeah, I like so many other drums for me. So I'm confused. I thought that kid was supposed to be like 12 or something, 14. And that girl's like, I don't know. Maybe I just got the ages wrong. So I thought she was supposed to, that the girl's supposed to be much older. Man up. It was 1994. Tribe Called Quest, I remember them. Eminem, 50 Cent, Jay-Z and Nas. Nas, Mr. God, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Rhymes, Mr. P, Slim, Fun. Pixies. Those conversations I saw recently about the lack of black musicians in metal. So of course metal is racist because that's the only explanation these days, but I think it could simply just be a culture thing, who knows. I mean, there could be any number of reasons why there's, you know, usually more white metal musicians than black musicians. I mean, and yeah, you know, I wouldn't rule out racism completely, because that could play a factor in a lot of ways that aren't always so obvious. But ultimately, it's like you can, you know, there's never been a time, at least as far as I'm aware, there's never been a time where you couldn't do it. It was just wasn't necessarily done. You know, there's always been heavy metal bands or hard rock bands or rock bands with either a black singer or all black band. You know, they've been around. They're not new, you know. Just for one reason or another, there's not usually many at any one time, like maybe a few at one time, with the rest being white dudes. But I mean, you could trace like black rock musicians back to like Chuck Berry, you know, and I'm sure there's ones before that, but that's the earliest that I know of. I mean, of course, Jimi Hendrix, Phil Lynott. You know, they've been around. And many of them are very well respected. It's just not like they were just there and nobody cared about them. Like they were in some of the most well respected bands and musicians. So yeah, who knows? I mean, like I said, I wouldn't rule out racism completely, but I would guess there's more to it than just that. Yeah, dude, I'll check you. So Flex and me. Then what I feedback, so I'll check it tomorrow. I think it's a culture thing. I hate when people jump to conclusions and assume it's racism. Indeed. For sure, you want to know something else? Oh, not surprising. Yeah. Chuck Berry has a dodgy past. You know what? At this point, I'm not sure I'm surprised. I'm not sure I'm surprised. What was I saying earlier? You find any musician that's reached any good level of fame, has been around a while, at some point, sometime, they've done something that by now we ain't gonna approve of. So you know what? I'm not sure I'm surprised. Well, what did Chuck Berry do? What's his dodgy past? Racism on the male, no, is that rock music first started with black people in the 50s. There was a video floating around featuring Chuck Berry doing some dodgy stuff with a... Oh, okay. Oof. Getting a little closer than he should be. I ain't going to the... yeah, I think... sorry, Jakes. I think I get the picture. I think I get it. Sister Rosetta Tharpe. She was a gospel soul and rock singer. I don't believe I know that name, but alright, cool. But yeah, I mean, black people in rock is not new. It goes back many, many years. I think the truth is, I mean, oof. Yeah, I think one of the truth is, at least one of the factors is that when you have a society that, by and large, encourages people to, you know, do what they want, follow their dreams, not everybody's going to choose the same thing. And yeah, look, I get it. It's not that simple. Oh, no. Eesh. Ay! Bruh. Oh! Oh. I think she died just in time. Oh, well, others got it, but wasn't Elvis influenced by blues music? I hear a lot of different things about Elvis. I mean, from influenced by blues music to just straight up stole blues music. I mean, I heard a lot of things about Elvis. Oh, mate. Conversation. Enjoy our conversation. I knew they were going to jump on me if I question it. Might not be just a racist thing. Real skinners who swear to the gay and bi. I was surprised to learn that. So yeah, they're from everywhere. As I should agree with it. This was by Little Richard and BB King. He copied that. Advanced moves and barely gave them any credit. So that was a big admirer of BB King. So yeah, the real skinheads just go about their way and do what they do. I can't lie, I have a soft spot for Elvis rags, solely because my granddad was a huge fan. He even had the hair. Stealing black music back in the day. Yeah, I think at this point, the truth is we'll probably never know the truth of what exactly happened. I mean, we're always going to hear an account of one person, then a different account from another person, and man, oof. Oh, yeah, I was thinking my granddad. Nah. Yeah, you gave him the credit of otherwise things. The time to influenced by black artists and never gave respect to them. Guess her mum knows now. But then again, Eminem was accused of stealing black music as well. I don't really kind of some people think that way, but hey, so I can't deny acts were definitely exploited in the music industry. Eminem was highly respected. He broke down a lot of walls in rap. Yeah, I think with Eminem, anybody accusing him of stealing isn't paying attention, and that's clear. Elvis, I mean, I don't know, I wasn't around, and it was definitely at a time when that kind of thing would happen, so, right? But I think with Eminem, nah, yeah, anyone accused him of stealing is not paying attention. Holes at the door, holes at the bed. Without Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Ray Charles, XSplit, there'd be no Elvis. Without those back musicians, Whites and others wouldn't have. Oh, it's not over yet, is it? Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, mate. Oh. Oh, this guy's back again. Flipping hell. Oh, mate, making me miss what's going on. He doesn't even know what's going on in the next room. He doesn't know what's going on. He can't hear. The music's too loud. Oh, shit. Whose hand is that? Dina. Wrapped up the telephone. Oof. Wait, is that you gonna end it? Wait. Hey, Sadie Sink. How many Stranger Things actors gonna have in this? Times change. Evil doesn't. Oh. So I guess that's coming soon. Mate. Okay. You know what? I can't lie, man. That was... Yo. Fear Street Part 1, 1994. Whoa. It had the story right. It had the plot right. It has the blood and gore right. It had the intensity right. The thriller right. All of that suspense. Can't lie, man. That was pretty sick still, you know. And I like that they didn't just do a cheap happy ending either. Because don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with a happy ending, but you know, every now and then it's nice to have actually there's more to it than you think. And the way that girl, that Sam, was just like writhing on the floor. Mate. That was a good one. I like that a lot. So, Part 2, Fear Street Part 2, 1978. Maybe not next week, but I think we're going to have to do that soon. We're going to have to do that soon. Give ourselves a little break. Watch something else for next week. But we have to do Fear Street Part 2, 1978. Yeah, that's got to be soon, man. That's got to be soon. That was sick. What do you guys think of it for those who were watching along or seen it before? What do you think of Fear Street? I thought that was... Clearly, I liked it. What do you guys think of it? But yeah, you know what, Sam? I think that person... I think it's not even a person. I think it's like somebody with different accounts because I'm blocking the actual accounts, but they're coming back. So I think it's a different account just with the exact same name. Because I'm blocking the actual account. But I think someone who's just set up multiple accounts with the exact same name and has come back doing this nonsense. Let me try and catch up with the chat though. Sorry guys. This film had my attention a lot. I missed a lot of the chat. I'm sorry. Let me try and catch up. Let me try and catch up real quick. Because I said I'm meant to be one of the greatest rappers. He changed people's perceptions. I'm one of those people who doesn't give a rat's ass about an artist's race. I'm in it for the music, and if it speaks to me, then it does indeed. No, I can't lie, respect Elvis for his contributions to music. He is a true icon. Eminem has done a lot for hip hop over the years. Talent-wise, it's incredible. Not many people can hang with him. Tracks are you FBA ADOS. I reported him and you were just by what you were saying. I'm incredibly down. What does FBA mean? Please don't ask. Okay, so in between the lines, it's nothing rude or anything. It's just some movement in America that I'm not a part of. That's why there's a part 2. Oh yeah, part 2 indeed. It's basically black people are descendants of slaves. That's the foundation of Black American. I don't know about movements. I don't know that stuff. You still attend or concerts. Don't give these spammers. Yeah, the spamming live streamers. Still playing this massive waste of time indeed. Well, Fair Street was awesome. Yeah, I'm not into movement even. Yeah, and I like this a lot. I like that a lot. That was cool. Like just from everything about it, the gore, the blood, it just drawed you in. I still think like that whole thing with the kid and was it Katie and Ryan? I'm not sure about that though, because I don't know, unless I misunderstood something. I thought like Ryan's supposed to be like much younger. I don't think they actually say their ages, to be fair, but I just got the impression that he's supposed to be like the little kid in the group, and they're supposed to be like the older kids. And there's, you know, granted they're all, you know, young, I suppose, but still kind of a significant age gap is what was the impression I was getting. But maybe not. Maybe I was just assuming, and that wasn't the case. But yeah, that just seemed a bit odd. But aside from that, that was a good movie. I'm intrigued to see part 2 of this movie. Is featured on Netflix? Yes, it is. It is a Netflix film, Netflix made film. So it's on. Well, so yeah, part 1, 2, and 3 is on Netflix. Ooh. So yeah, I don't think we do part 2 next week, but we're gonna have to do it soon though, because mate, that was something. That was something. That was really good, like quality good. I think that's it all. Let me check. That's for female rappers: Missy Elliott, Eve, Webcam, Trina, Diamond, The Brat, MC Like, Queen Latifah, Left Eye, Foxy Brown, Salt and Pepper, Jackie O. If I'm comfortable in large crowds too. Yeah, I've been to a few concerts. I mean, I guess I was never big into concert going, like a few people I know are, but I've been to a few which have been cool. But I don't know, never say never, but yeah. There are some bands that I would like to see, but their tickets are usually so expensive, and even still they go very quickly, so it's kind of like, bruh. Remy Ma. Yeah, I know Remy Ma, she's cool. So I felt less awkward, but that's not a good thing, so just avoid it. Yeah, don't be damaging like your liver and all that sort of stuff. Solve one problem, create another. You know what I mean? Like but I like the way Fear Street ended though, because this whole thing about CBerm and then, you know, kind of going back in time, and the way it kind of sets it up as going back to 1978, so it's not a sequel as such. I mean, I guess you kind of knew that from the fact it's 1978 and it's going back in time 1994. And I think the first one was 1664, which is when it apparently all started. Yeah, that definitely got me. That definitely got me. After the Astro World from last November, some people are iffy about concert crowds. Yeah, it was it Travis Scott? Well, he took a lot of the blame for it. But I mean, maybe I'm a bit ignorant on the whole thing, but I feel like, why was he blamed for it? Like, he's the artist, not the guy that sets up the security. Oh flipping hell, man. What is going on? YouTube, seriously though, like, how is it that I don't know, YouTube could be weird sometimes though. It's like, nah, this is actually taking a piss though. For real, man, what is going on? Yo, I don't know what you're trying to spam, but I do not care for it. I don't know what you're trying to sell. Is there a typical artist who you would make exception for? He said, I would love to see Slipknot, Metallica, and Rammstein, and Nightwish, of course. I mean, there'll be pretty big crowds there, but yeah. For me, if Michael Jackson was still alive, oh, mate. I remember Michael Jackson performed at Wembley Stadium in, I think it was 89, 88 or 89, it was late 80s. And it was a huge deal. I remember wanting to go and couldn't. Like he commands the crowd to get all the way, but there still he could done a bit more. So okay. He offered to pay some of the funerals and I think to speak with some of the family members. Yeah, I think I heard about it actually. Apparently it wasn't too well received. But I don't know. I mean, I know that when you're on stage, you don't even though you're facing the crowd, you don't always see what's going on in the crowd, right? Because of things like lights and stuff like that. I mean, I guess the guy's moving around, dancing, whatever. And plus, people just kind of get crazy at these things anyway. So you don't necessarily know what's going on right when it happens. I mean, sometimes you do show, but other times you might not necessarily know. So I'm not saying like the guy's completely innocent in the sense that if he did know something and still ignored it, then yeah, that's definitely on him. But I don't think he could be blamed for the actual incident itself, because that's down to security. That's down to people who organized the event. That's down to, you know, all that kind of stuff. Now, if it turns out that he actually knew something was wrong and he just ignored it and said nothing, then yeah, that's on him for sure. But I don't know if that's been proven. Honestly, that's where it was the greatest live performance in history of music. And that's already played in that one. Yeah. What if MJK will still go to a Slipknot concert after this is Slipknot? I mean, has he been to a Slipknot concert though? He's saying, yeah, shake about it's more than feeling uncomfortable. It's sheer panic sometimes. It's even painful. I really sound. Cancel headphones or something. Leah was still living. I'd pay to see that concert. That'd be awesome. Leah has some amazing songs back in the day, man. Incredible singer. Pack. Michael Jackson, Heavy D, and some others. Experience is a bad for you. I really need to get a search for people thinking. Might be a bit autistic. Here and Biggie Smalls for me, Brax. Well, if we're talking about dead musicians, let's see, who would I like to see live? I guess there's loads, but if I had to pick one or two, I don't know, man. I mean, Michael Jackson, I think, yeah, definitely, but that's like an obvious choice, isn't it? Really. Who else though? Man, I don't know if I can let my memory refresh the sun. But yeah, Michael Jackson would be something I'd like to see. Yeah, Eminem. You know, I can't remember where I saw this, Sam, but I'm sure I saw it somewhere, or somebody was telling me this, but getting assessed as autistic when you're an adult can sometimes end up being a hindrance. It's to do with like work and stuff like that, where they'll assess you as autistic, but then it'd be like they'll effectively just say to you, well, you know, you've gotten this far with it, so you know there's nothing they're gonna do for you. You know, it's kind of like that kind of attitude. Apparently, is what they take. I can't remember who was telling me this though, but who was telling me this? Where did I read this? Or I think it was one of my cab passengers, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was one of my cab passengers was saying it. About he's talking about his friend being assessed as autistic at sort of later on in life. I can't remember what age it was, like 20s or something. And how, yeah, they effectively said to him, yeah, there's nothing we can do for you. You've gotten this far. You've gotten to adult years with it, so you're on your own pretty much. You know, it's kind of like that. Maybe not that exactly, but that's pretty much what it would come down to. Or potentially could come down to, I should say. I'm in large crowds, I get anxious, then I might get crushed. You definitely don't want to be at a metal concert then. You definitely don't want to be at a metal concert. Because, I mean, you could actually get crushed at a metal concert when they start piling on each other in a mosh pit. Mess. Can't keep still. I get snappy, just goes tired. I need a little up. My hot mess. My kid is autistic and things in her I see in me. So let's go with. Yeah. Excellent day, Diana, Smooth Criminal, Slave to the Rhythm, Bad, Billie Jean, Beat It, and You Know Well. Those are some of the greatest songs right there. That on Freak on the Leash Radio today that you recommended. Meanwhile, Freak on the Leash. Corn is actually spelled with the R backwards. I don't think anybody minds too much though. Maybe you can talk to an expert who might be able to help you and do it better. Yeah. I think we could all do with a little professional help at times. Let's see, Sean Paul. I think out of musicians right now, the ones who I'd really like to see in concert would be Metallica. I've seen Red Hot Chili Peppers already live, so I could cross off the list. But you know, wouldn't mind seeing them again for sure. So Metallica, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Beyonce. I think that's my live bands to see live list. But yeah, by now all their tickets are super expensive and just go real quick. So never say never, but it seems a bit unlikely. You know, there's a musical genius. Even as a kid, he was precocious talent. Yeah, Michael Jackson was just something else, man. He was just something else. Like you said, from early, you know, from Jackson 5, and it was clear even from Jackson 5 that he was the star. I mean, not to take away from the other guys, they all did their thing for sure, but it was kind of clear that Michael Jackson was the one to watch. And then, you know, going solo and doing his own thing, and he legit took over the world with his music, you know. So yeah. Okay, like I used to be a lot worse before COVID. I didn't leave the house in months. I am now able to, even when it's hard. I forgot about that. You know, Sean Paul, Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias, that's that good-looking dude that all the ladies like. 10 out of 10, that guy's a weirdo. Just watch. Like, if it hasn't happened already, something's gonna come up, and you're gonna read about Enrique Iglesias doing some madness. If it hasn't happened already, just watch. They already got Zayn Malik beating up his mother-in-law. Just saying, man, you gotta watch these good-looking boys. All these handsome boys, man, you gotta watch them. They're on some mad ones. And then gregarious type of person. Gregarious. Well, that's a word I'm gonna have to look up. Gregarious. A person, of a person, fond of company, sociable. He was a popular and gregarious man. Oh, okay. Now we know. Now we know what gregarious. Well, now I know. I don't know. Maybe you guys knew already. Yeah. Now we know what gregarious means. Fond of company and sociable. I'm a wordsmith in my spare time. And that's so good. It's so good. I do like the words myself. You know, used to spend a lot of time, like, especially I used to read a lot of like old books from like, you know, sort of 300-400 years ago, and you know, so I look up a bunch of words from like that time and try to use them in my modern speech. I haven't really kept up with it though, so I'm sure I've forgotten a bunch of those words by now, but every now and then I can remember one or two. I might just drop it in my bids to sound smarter than I am. And definitely would pay to see Ms. Anastasia. I'm out of love, set me free. I'm a big reader. Also, I can't lie. Yeah, you did say, you were saying about, was it the Kindles and stuff, yeah. Oh, you know what? I found something, by the way. So yeah, we were talking about Akira Kurosawa the other day. So this is my Akira Kurosawa collection. I have Sanjuro. I have Ran, which I showed the other day. I have Kegamusha, which I also saw the other day as well. I have Rashomon. I have Seven Samurai. Yeah, he's asked about Seven Samurai, so I have Seven Samurai. And I have what's this one again? There we go, Throne of Blood. Throne of Blood. Got this as well. Am I going with people I'm comfortable around? I'm pretty awesome, actually. I just have my issues, that's all. I guess we all have idiosyncrasies, I guess. Quirks. Indeed. Janet Jackson to The Pleasure Prince. Oh, yeah, Janet Jackson. Don't forget about Ms. Janet. Ms. Jackson, rather. What have you done for me lately? I prefer to call them quirks. Also, obvious. Name your price for that collection. No for sale. No for sale. But yeah, there's a few. I mean, of course, I mean, you know, he's done loads of movies. These are just a few of some of my favorites, and you know, I mean, Throne of Blood and Seven Samurai, I guess, probably his most. Well, actually, no, Rashomon. I think between Seven Samurai and Rashomon, that's probably his most famous ones. Maybe Throne of Blood might be in there as well, but I would say this is probably my favorite Kurosawa movie, though. Sanjuro, between this and Ran. Ran's color movie and longer, kind of an epic. Sanjuro's shorter and kind of more to the point. But yeah, I mean, all his films, well, maybe not all, but certainly a lot of his films are fantastic. So, and masterpieces. Like, he just made masterpieces. This dude literally just made some of the greatest movies ever made throughout his entire career. And yeah, a few of them are here. That is nothing. It's when the depression hits and you have both battles going on. That's fun. Oh. Yeah. That depression is a mofo. Collection's coveted by me, I can't lie. Wow. A few pieces, just a few pieces. You know. But I think at this point, I'll probably end up buying them again on like Amazon so I can stream them rather than watch them on DVD. I mean, I do still have a DVD. Oh, flipping hell. Yo! I think they changed his name, changed the name this time, so maybe that's something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's different accounts with like the same name or similar names. Oh, man. Also make fun myself of taking things seriously, which is odd considering our battle stuff. Some goodish dark. But you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, I think. It's part of how we deal with things, cope with things, and also just to ground ourselves as well. You know, I think if we're too serious all the time, we're kind of not grounded. So yeah, I think it's important. I mean, of course, if it's not, some things are just not funny, right? I get that, but if you can find the humor in something, I think that's a good thing, a good way of dealing with things. Tell about us and I will be right, and you see nothing like you are describing yourself to be. Swimming ninjas. Take all your answers somewhere else for real. I'm on today, Jacob. Don't know what to tell you. Sam, I can't get the message for real. Well, it just goes to show, you can't judge a book by its cover, right? 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 Because, you know, you read a lot books, can't judge a book by its cover. Yeah? Yeah? But yeah. You know what? I think that a lot of that is just down to, like, nobody is just one thing, right? None of us are just one thing. And we all have, like, different sides to ourselves and different ways of being depending on our situation, our circumstances, where we are, who we're with, and different people sometimes see different sides of ourselves just depending on the day, right? So yeah, I feel like maybe you can tell a few things about somebody, but you know, you can never tell everything. That's why when you hear about these like serial killers, the neighbors are always saying things like, "You seem like such a nice guy." You know, you can't always tell things about people. I got the joke, unfortunately. Hey, no such thing as a bad joke. I mean, there is, but you know. Mitch's secret was all I knew, so I put on a mask. It's been last 2 years I've been more open. I said it's both evil and good. Yes, sir. Yeah. Trying to be more open. I think that's important as well. Trying to be more open. It's definitely easier said than done, but yeah. Trying to be more open and being more vulnerable, you know, understanding that it might backfire, but sometimes there's lessons in that pain, right? You know, things that help you, like understanding who another person is, for one thing. I've got a dark side, yep. I said about Ed Gein by the psychiatrist, you know. Yeah, there you go, man. It's like you hear about these serial killers, and when they interview their neighbors or their friends or their psychiatrists, it's like, he seemed like such a nice guy. I never would have expected this. It's like, yeah, because you just can't tell sometimes, man. You just can't tell. People be the nicest person. But hey, people see different sides of us, you know. Your boss sees a different side to you than your parents might see. You know, your parents see a different side to you than your friends might see. Your friends see a different side to you than your dogs might see. Your dogs see a different side to you than, I don't know, your neighbor's baby might see. You know what I mean? Like, people see different sides to themselves. It's like sometimes if you at work or school or, you know, whatever, some place that you might frequent, and somebody says something about another person where they're like, "Oh, that person's such a bitch, man. I can't stand that person," right? But then that same person has been nothing but nice to you. And you can't ignore that, right? Because that person's been nothing but kind and nice to you. But apparently this other person's saying they're a bitch and they're this and they're this and that. People just see different sides to you, and depending on the day, depending on the circumstance, depending on the situation, you might get the bitch or you might get the good side. In fact, I saw something on the internet. It was one of these memes. It said something like, some people think I'm an arsehole, some people think I'm a great guy. They're both right. They're both right. Hey, that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Just the evilness is going to be used more because it's more fun and fulfilling. Is it, though? Is it? I mean, it might be more fun in the moment, but is it really more fulfilling? Really? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think sometimes the doing the wrong thing in a moment can definitely be more fun and more satisfying in the moment, but inevitably just ends up causing way more problems than it solves. But that being said, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta go petty. You know what I mean? You can't always be the bigger man. Let's keep it real. Not every day is be the bigger man. Sometimes it's be petty. And even though it means it causes more problems, even still, be petty. Sometimes you just gotta be petty. And then deal with the consequences of your pettiness afterwards. Try not to be too petty though. Wow. Yeah. Chainsaw Massacre. Ooh. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If I'm really going through it, I go silent last week. I pretty much kept to myself, but I'm feeling more level. I'm here, I'm chatting. Well, whether you're chatting or whether you're feeling like it's time to be silent, you're always welcome here, Sam. Was from Wisconsin. Yeah, he was from It's true though. Both things can be true. Grudges, pain, and hatred. I'm all for that shit. Hey, sometimes you just gotta be petty. It might cause more problems later down the line, but I get it. I get it. Sometimes you just gotta be petty. All right. It is about 10 to 12 right now. So I'm gonna start winding down. None taken. Awesome. Yeah, I think most people who come to this chat, certainly people who come on a regular basis, I feel like we're the type to generally not get offended, you know, too easily. Not to say that nothing ever can piss us off, of course, and we're not inhuman, right? But I feel like generally speaking, at least that's the impression I get anyway. Maybe, I don't know, I mean, I guess I wouldn't know for sure, but I get the impression that people who come to this channel, certainly people who come on a regular basis, are generally not the type to get offended too easily. And, you know, I think that's a good thing, because there's lots of things out there that can piss you off if you let it. Or you could just be like, screw it, and go about your day, you know? Don't let it ruin your day. It's like, there's plenty of things out there that could ruin your day. And some things you don't always have a choice over. But the things that you do have a choice over, you know what? I'm not going to let that ruin my day. I'm not going to be offended by this. And I'm just going to laugh. I'm going to have fun. And, you know, yeah. Just move on. So, yeah. I think that's a good thing. I'm a dude with all this information in my head. I gotta get it out. It's exploded. Well, it's so good to let it out here, Jakes. All good to let it out here. I imagine you got a load of stuff in there that we could all learn from. So it's all good to let it out here. I can talk for two people. Being accustomed to being called out of my name, talked about, threatened and shit, being used to it for years. Being called out of my neck. Oh, like, okay, that means to be insulted, I think, right? Okay, I think I get you. I'll get you. Yeah. This one time, guy used to place used to work, and this guy was like real rude and all that kind of stuff. I won't get into all the details right now, but it's just one of these guys that's just rude all the time and just yeah. Anyway, we didn't get along because of that, and I would still come into work and say good morning to everybody, yeah. And because I would, you know, tell the boss about his rudeness and that kind of thing, he didn't like me very much because You know what people are like when they're rude and they're insulting, and then you tell them about their rudeness and their insultingness and all that kind of stuff, and they think you're the problem. You know what I mean? He's one of those people, the type of person who would say the rudest things, constantly shouting, swearing, being all that kind of stuff. But the moment you say something about it, say, "Hey, look, don't talk to me like that," blah blah blah, he thinks you're the problem. Anyway, so but yeah, I was still coming to work and like say good morning to everybody, and he actually complained about me, saying that why is he saying good morning to me if he doesn't like the way I speak? Like that's what he said. You know what I did? Came into work the next day. Good morning. Good morning. Because I knew it would piss them off. Good morning. Good morning. Sometimes you just gotta be petty. And then my boss comes to me, says, he doesn't like when you say good morning, so just don't say it. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't like when he's being rude and insulting to me, so you know what I mean? And you don't seem to be doing nothing about that. But anyway, let me not get into that story. That's a whole thing that I'm glad I don't have to deal with no more. My mic. There we go. I think we're back online. Don't know what happened there. My mic went off. I'm gonna start charging you for therapy. I'm gonna start charging you. That's what I was saying, by the way. You're saying it was cheaper than therapy. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna start charging now. It's gonna be £1,000 for these live streams. It's still cheaper than therapy, by the way. But that's the rule. Everybody's gonna pay £1,000 for their live streams. That's the rule now. I gotta start making some money. I've been doing this long enough. I need to get paid now. Exactly. You got the hey. Put an idea in my head, man. Nah, it's cool. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying these streams and getting something out of it, because that's pretty awesome. Was it muted again? Oh, wait. For the YouTube doesn't pay much. YouTube can pay a lot, depending on viewers and all that sort of stuff, but not quite right now. not quite right now. But hey, you know what? It's not about the money. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to make money out of this. Like, who wouldn't, right? If you can do this and not have to do anything else, that'd be incredible. But I do feel like I don't want to make that the focus. I don't want to make that the focus. Gonna monetize our suffering. Hey, I mean, that's just the world, right? I think that's just how the world goes, man. That's how it goes. But yeah, I think that of course, you'd like to make a living out of doing something like this, but I just feel like making that the focus means that I'll start making bad choices, You can make my first. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. YouTube don't like them swear words too much, so damn it. I think when you focus too much on the money side of things, your decisions are geared towards what makes the most money rather than what's the most authentic thing to do. And, you know, if the most authentic thing to do also makes a lot of money, awesome, right? But I think more often than not, when you're going for what's just the most authentic thing, you have to accept the fact that that's not always going to be what makes money. And yeah, it's just a choice you got to live with. You know, you don't always, most of us don't get to do both. You know, most of us don't get to do both, but hey, you know, we keep going, we keep trying. And I think what's important is that whatever you do, it's sustainable. You know, not just financially sustainable, but also like from a mental point of view as well. So like, you know, having a job and making sure that you're not overspending on things and this, that, and the other. You know, you don't be spending £2,000 a month on your YouTube channel if you're only getting paid £500. Then it won't last very long. You know, so it has to be sustainable. Whatever you're earning, you know, whatever you can spend, you know, cool, but make sure it's financially sustainable. But I think more importantly, or maybe just as important, it's mentally sustainable, and you're not doing things that drive you crazy or overwhelm you or stress you out, or, you know, that sort of stuff. So I feel like I've got a good balance at the moment, you know, between this and the other channels that I run. One of the things I think helps is the fact that they are different things that I do. So it's like I can do one thing on one channel, do something else on another channel, and it kind of allows me to be in different mind spaces instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. So personally, I think that, I don't know if that's going to be good advice for anybody else, but I think that's something that helps me. And having, you know, this place where it's just like whatever, you know, we go live and see what happens. You know what I mean? It's not too planned, apart from like say the movie night and maybe the game night. We might plan we're gonna play a game or watch a movie, but aside from that, it's kind of like, yeah, go live, see what happens. You know what I mean? It's pretty much that, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So, and hopefully, and I think you guys are cool with that too. So yeah, awesome. What's up, but if I try not to use gutter words when they come out more. Nah, it's so good. Just gotta be yourself. Bad words and all. You don't wanna become big on YouTube or any other page or app. Just do or something goofy or profound. So you're diversified. That's what I was looking for, diversity. I was trying to remember that word earlier when we talk about skinheads. Yeah, but yeah. Yes, but yeah, I diversify my content. So there's this channel which is a vlog. I mean, I call it a vlog channel. I don't know if that's an accurate way of describing it, but I call this a vlog channel just because it's kind of an anything goes channel. Well, maybe not anything, but you know, pretty much an anything goes, in the sense that I might do a food video, I might do a more traditional style vlog video, I might be talking about, you know, in fact, lately I've been talking about some TV shows that I've been watching. You know, we go live maybe once or twice a week and, you know, just chat, see what happens, talk about whatever. So yeah, so that's what I do with this channel. Then I have the movie channel, which is I guess a bit more what's the word, stable? No, specific? No, that's not the right word. Consistent, there you go. That's more consistent with the content, in that that's about movies, right? In particular, it's mostly about me taking the piss out of movies, is what I like to do on that channel. I just pick a movie, make fun of it, talk about why it's trash, even the good movies, about why they're trash, make a whole bunch of jokes that I think are funny. I don't know if anybody else thinks they're funny, but I think they're funny, so we go with that. And then at the end of the video, try to talk about the film and, you know, try and make some good points along the way, and not just trash a movie, but, you know, try and make some good points. But I'll say even with that channel, even though the content's more consistent, I do still try to do different things in terms of the style and the, you know, the types of things that I say. And there's a few jokes that I bring back, but a few types of jokes I say that I bring back, but you know, I do try to diversify that a little bit as well, so I'm not just saying the same things over and over again, because that would just get boring real quick. And then yeah, more recently started the podcast. So that's something that I can do every now and then when I could try and arrange like interviews and have guests and things like that. In fact, I just did an interview yesterday. So a new podcast went up today. I interviewed a Twitch streamer, a VTuber, Twitch streamer by the name of Hinachon, and we talked about Twitch, VTubing, why doing the VTubing versus going, say, the traditional using a camera and that sort of thing, and talks about anime, and she used to make anime music videos back in the day with Linkin Park. Talks about a lot of stuff. We actually talked about whether it's best to pour cereal first or milk first. And I'm not going to tell you what she said, but it was the wrong answer. But yeah, that was a cool chat. So yeah, check it out, man. Check it out. Got some links in the description to all the stuff that I do. But for now, I think it's time to start logging off, to start laying my head down to rest. So guys, you have been awesome as always. I need to move this camera because I think I lean too much and I just end up being off camera. Anyway, guys, you've been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. Village is strong because you make it strong. We're only going to get stronger until whenever, if ever. Peace. Imagine if I did a channel, people would think I was off my rocker. I would probably go from serious topics like mental health and the best swear words in one vid. That's a channel I want to see. If you ever do that channel, Sam, let me know, please. Let me know. I want to see that. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. So yeah, if you ever do that channel, you let me know, okay? You let me know. I will watch that. But yeah, peace out, y'all. In fact, let me do this properly. I messed the button. Peace out, y'all.